North, Washington Beach. This was a 1021. North, Washington Beach. Texas, this is 1019. North, Washington Beach. Respond to it, 1071.
You are intolerable, old boy.
Emphasis on being thin and healthy. When my children are hungry, I hand them a spear and send them out to the park to catch their own food. They're learning how to be self-sufficient. Yesterday, my youngest, Jono, killed the postman, but at least he was trying. So I gave him a cuddle, I told him to hit Daddy next time he comes home late smelling of cheap perfume.
Okay. It's time to take a break before we hear about any more criminal acts against government employees. You're listening to Pressing Issues. Morality is the subject at hand. Let's explain exactly how free radio without commercial breaks works.
That's a record. My record is 9 times back to the 90s. I tell you, big old-fashioned memory. Eat ice cream at the same time. Remember, don't hog it, baby. Now it's proud. I'm close as 99 is to 100. And that's the truth. You've got the fever. Guess I gotta go to the clinic again.
Baby, you got the...
Do you have a towel?
Try to annoy me.
You disrupting my day!
This is a lot more than I bargained for.
Oh, excuse me, young man.
Come on, man, move.
Oh, my medication is playing up.
Respond to it, 1019. Southwest 5 Point.
Okay.
Officer, you really think my client was capable of that?
Southwest 5 Point.
Now that's a woman.
Respond to it, 1019. North, Washington Beach. This is 1017. North, Washington Beach. This was a 1021. North, Washington Beach. Texas, this is 1019. North, Washington Beach. Respond to it, 1071. North, Washington Beach. Respond to it, 1019. North, Washington Beach. Respond to it, 1031. North, Washington Beach. Texas,
No, we worked through it. He was stressed. It's hard keeping a family together these days.
Everyone, take your clothes off and feel what it's like to be free of bondage. Everyone out there in Vice City, take your clothes off. If this is the land of the free, let's start with our pants. Feel the wind from the air conditioning. A breeze is so liberating.
Thanks very much. Now, if you could get back behind that divider, Barry, please. Otherwise, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. Thank you. Now sit down. On pressing issues, we think it is very important to respect one another, to treat each other like we would like to be treated.
I want a hug.
If you don't like the United States, son, why don't you move to Russia? I don't understand people in America today. They call this a Cold War, but it's hotter than hell. Mark my words, any day now you're sitting in school, passing notes and talking about the prom, when suddenly you look out the window and there are Russian paratroopers dropping into...
Hey, look, you're blocking the road.
Save your breath. Give up.
Now that you found Flash FM, notice you've become more popular. Suddenly everyone wants to hang out with you.
And you want to ravage one another like there's no tomorrow, but you have to ignore what your body is telling you and work for a higher calling, like construction. We're building a statue and we need your help. Call me now.
You know, pretty soon you won't be able to tell who's a human and who's an android. Why, the corporation is working on it right now. I know, I read about it. I tell my kids not to kiss other kids at school. It might be an android, suck your brains out. You must have seen the mini-series event on television. I read it in a book. We've got to stop looking at the stars, all this science fiction, and focus on the family. Now, if you really want to dance like you're on the moon, go there and leave us in peace. And that's a fact.
What's a fact?
I'm sorry, Maurice, but I have to tell you, I moved to Florida to bring my kids up the American way in a theme park. And that's just the kind of person I am, opinionated and moronic.
I see. Well, this panel is certainly interesting. The issue is morality. Recently, rock artists joined together to provide famine aid to Alaska with the song, Do They Know It's the 4th of July? Critics complain it's immoral to meddle in the affairs of other peoples and cultures. Pastor Richards, what do you make of meddling in other people's business like an over-opinionated sociopath?
Well, let me say that money could have gone to much better things, like reserving a place by my side in the Pastor Richard Salvation statue. But I digress and plug.
Stop doing that.
Don't interrupt me, boy. Anywho, I address the Alaska issue in chapter 23 of my book. You see, the Alaskans are lunatics, plain and simple. They eat whales and snow, and they sleep in the freezer. Who wants to eat snow every day? Oh, I tried to help. I sent a helicopter with copies of my book, but they burned them in file for heat. If the people of Alaska choose to live there, let them. But don't come crying when you're tired of eating penguin and it snows 18 feet a day.
Yes, but don't you think it's
I
important?
think it's very important to listen to me, young man. That's what makes the state of Florida great. Rather than help improve where they are, people nationwide abandon their hometowns, come down here, and shove their beliefs down everyone else's throat. That's the American way, always has been. We should send some pictures of Florida to those people in Alaska. I tell you, they throw down that bear pelt, saddle up with sled dogs, and get pulled all the way to Vice City. And I should know, I'm from Mars. No, you're not. Mars, Alabama. I founded 3 colleges there.
The problem with Alaska is that people don't get naked. If you can't work on your car, or play the cello, or use sharp knives in your birthday suit, then what's the point of living?
Well, it is a bit cold there. People put on clothes when it's cold. We evolved without a warm covering of hair.
That's a lie, sir. We come from the great meteor of truth.
Clothes are a habit, like shaving and taking out the trash. As soon as you stop, you realize what a prisoner you were to society and a twisted state of morality. People think that nudists are immoral. Well, we're not. I'm married, I love my wife, in our commune, it's so wonderful to wake up in a big bed, you go to breakfast, clothed in nothing but a smile.
What kind of people are there in your weirdo commune?
Single people.